guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's crew question comes from Mr. Newell 83. Jack Newell asks about connection between standard-based grading and gamification. He feels like there's a lot of overlap there, and there's a lot of things that could be done with the standard-based grading classroom. If you haven't checked out, I did a long format video sort of discussion about assessment in schools. You can check that out on Explore Like a Pirate. I'll link it down in the show notes, but that would kind of go over standard-based grading and some of the strengths and things we can do. But as far as gamification of standard-based grading, there's a lot we could do. As he said, standard-based grading really does overlap with gamification in that standard-based grading is all about letting the kids redo. Video games let us learn from our mistakes. We can respawn, restart over. What a wonderful concept, right? That, it's about getting to that final destination. It's not really about how long it took you to get there. And standard-based grading would allow that to happen for us in a gamified classroom. Those perfectly connect and marry. Some of the things you could do, too, with having sort of a mastery-based classroom, you could offer some items and power-ups around the standard-based grading option. I have one item I definitely use that students really like, and it's called the Traveling Sage. So in my gamified class, the Traveling Sage is an item that can only be given out by a sub. So having that substitute teacher come in and have this item that they're in control of is pretty cool, and they really like it. So that's something you might want to think about as well. But regardless, one of the things the Traveling Sage lets you do, this power-up, is per unit you can have a reassessment sort of free of charge. So I've learned through standard-based grading in my classroom, there has to be some sort of reason for students to put forth their best work possible right off the start. And if they don't and they want to reassess, that's fine. They can do that. That's the strength of standard-based grading, and I love that. However, I don't want to just have them treat that first one as like a practice test, right? I want them providing, their best. And so what they have to do is they have to kind of like apply for a reassessment. They have to kind of go through this reassessment form. And it's not something that students really like to do. They have to kind of reflect on what got them in this position. What did they do? Is there anything they could improve next time? And then they also have to think about how they're going to reassess. And sometimes they even have to suggest what the reassessment might look like. Because I teach history, so it's hard just to kind of conjure up another test for them if they didn't do well on that test. So I put on them to sort of at very least suggest ways they could reassess. Nonetheless, they don't like that process at all. And that's not why I do it, but it just happens that they don't like it. So what this Traveling Sage does is one time per unit, they're allowed to reassess by just asking, hey, I want a reassessment. So this is a sought after item in my game, and one that clearly shows how you can kind of connect gamification and standard-based grading together. There are lots of other possibilities, but those are just some of the ones off the top of my head. I hope that this helps you out, Jack, and others. I know you have this question. Consider following me and subscribing to this channel. I love hearing from my subscribers. You guys are the ones that I'm doing this for, so please interact on here, comment, share out this, tweet it out, join this community, build this community. The more we have going on here, the better for all of us. So again, thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great day.